Hey, it's Molly, creator of MakeItAsADogTrainer.com. And today I have something really unusual for you in this video and a couple other recent ones as well. This video is actually a portion of a Q&A call. So it was a coaching call for a program of mine that a lot of dog trainers are in. There's over 100 dog trainers in this program, and it's called Peak. This particular program is all about all the things you need to know in order to be able to market your dog training business really well and get as many clients as you want and be able to make more per client and make more in less time, and also be able to get your name out there, write your website really well, create great programs, have great prices, all the things that you need to know in order to, like I said, make it as a dog trainer. So in this particular Q&A, there was a really awesome question and some really interesting information that we covered, and I wanted to share that with you. And if you would like to be involved in a Q&A call just like this, so you can ask your own questions, anything you want, and find out the answer to it, down in the description, there is a link, makeitasadogtrainer.com/peak, so you can get all the details about this program and get in on calls just like this one. And I'll tell you too, this is something I always say whenever anybody says, hey, can I see your website? Somebody asked, I think in the Big Dog Trainer group, to see Jamie's website. So Jamie is one of the people that's in our success stories, the one who says that she went from making around $1,000 a month to consistently like 16, 17,000 and makes more than her husband. Somebody posted in the Big Dog Trainer group and said, whoever that Jamie was, can I see her website? And I was like, okay, that's really nice that you want to see her website, but her website is a small piece of why it's working. It's only one skill, writing the website. And I always say that if you go and see successful dog trainers and take pieces of what they do and try to implement it, that it can be a bit like stealing a whole bunch of car parts from luxury cars and throwing them in a pile and hoping it turns into a nice car. That it's like you just got a pile of really expensive parts, basically. So it may not in isolation have much effect. So Kathy, I haven't looked at your website in ages, but one thing about Kathy that I remember when we first worked together ages ago is that your ideal client is the people who baby their dogs. And so the way you write your website is very different. I'm sorry if I'm freezing a little bit. You guys are freezing a little bit. The way you write your website is very different from the way I would have written mine. It would attract all the wrong people for me. And so that's one of the reasons why you can get great ideas from successful trainers' websites, but in isolation, it may not fit your business. So you have to know all of the principles first. It's kind of like using ChatGPT to write copy. You can ask ChatGPT really great things and it can give you a lot of ideas, but there's a big difference between ideas and knowledge. It doesn't give you knowledge, it gives you ideas. You have to know whether or not the ideas are good. So when you ask it to write copy and it keeps spitting out furry companion for dogs, you might need to be able to look at that and say, that's not good. And it's the same thing when you look at other trainers' sites that you need to know if it's going to fit into the puzzle of what you're building for yourself, your ideal clients, your communication style, your skills, all those things, and put it together strategically. So looking at Kathy's website's a great idea, but just keep that in mind that her ideal client might not be yours and your programs might be different, all that stuff.